Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, you simpletons, that's where they get it from, will you insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Come and listen to my counsel. Now we're talking about God's counsel here. Because wisdom and God are together. This is godly wisdom. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. Who do you think he's talking to? That's God. I'll share my heart with you. Those who seek me will surely find me. What are you seeking? I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. You know how many of us get called but don't come because they're in their own pursuit? I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. You see, this word is correction. It corrects us. If we're going after these things, it's telling us, no, I'm trying to tell you that that's no good for you. Don't go after that. Look, you ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you're in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm. Not if, it says when. You see, when you follow your own paths, sooner or later calamity will come. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone. You know, people are going along their life really good, and then they'll go for a checkup and find out you got 3 months to live. Just like that. I remember my mother. Lori took her to the doctors. She never came home. She was yellow. She had jaundice. God rest her soul, she had cancer. She went home to be with the Lord. But she didn't know that day when she woke up that she was never going home again. Just like you never know when your day is up. What are you going to do in the meantime? Waste them days on thinking you're going to get something and not thinking that anything can happen at any given time? Or are you going to fear the Lord and respect it, because when that day comes, you'll be able to handle that. This is what Proverbs is all about. Because not if, when. Because I'm going to guarantee everybody right now, all of us are going to die. And guess what? It's in His permissive hand. Guaranteed, death and taxes. Even the world's got that one right. But it comes all of a sudden. I didn't know my mother wasn't going to come home. I got to live with her, what, a few short weeks. She went home to be with the Lord. I thought I was going to be able to spend more time with her. Who's in charge of that? There's people that sit in the place, same blood type, same issue, same chemo. One lives and one dies. Who's in control of that? God is. Right? Now look what it says. Because people don't want to think that they have to submit to God. All of us have to submit to God eventually. Don't think that you're going to get away from submitting to God. One day or other you're going to kneel to God. One way or another, now or later. Because we want to live my life. I'll take control of my life. This is my life. Then why do you need Jesus? If this is your life, why do you need His life? Why do I need a Savior? If this is my life, I'll do what I want with it. Why would you come to Him for salvation? Because you are saying that I can save myself. Quiet. But that's the truth. No. When you become a Christian, it's not your life anymore. You gave your life to Him. And now you want it back. God's not an Indian giver, we are. God doesn't take back what He gives us, we do. We take our will back all the time. Amen? Thank God for Proverbs to keep us disciplined and on track. Aren't you glad we're in Proverbs?
Yeah.
Because if you're in doing any of this, now you can say, hey, I'm going to have to think this through. Because God's telling me this isn't right. Why would I want to ignore God's advice? Because it's going to, a calamity is going to overtake me. Now let's keep going. We're going to go to chapter 2. We're going to get there. Listen to this one. See, here's what happens. And then, when you cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. Why? Because they're so far away from God that they can't find Him. Because they're way down there doing their thing. Let me just give you a little advice. Once you walk away from this, it's very hard to get back to where you were with Him. Very hard. Oh, it can be done, but it takes recovery to get back to Him where you were before. A lot of people will tell you to go off this path, to try to get back into that relationship again with God, and can't find the same relationship again. So wouldn't it be better to stay on the road?
Amen.
So you don't have to become a casualty? Now look what it says. For they hated knowledge, and they chose not to fear the Lord. I fear the Lord, because I know what He's capable of doing.
Amen.
The good Lord give it, and the good Lord take it away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You want to see how powerful God is? Read the book of Job.
Oh, yeah.
You see, Job, he's my masterpiece. He's my faithful servant. The devil says, yo, yeah, take everything away from him, he'll curse you to your face. God said, okay, go ahead, just don't kill him. And the devil had his way with him. And God allowed it. So don't think that God can't have His way and let the devil have his way with you. Stay on the right path, fear the Lord, and walk on a straight path, and you will be safe. Amen?
Amen.
All right, let's keep going. Almost. Now look what it says. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Verse 30. See, there was some pain involved, but they just kept going. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit. Now listen. Please listen to what it's trying to tell you. They must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way. You always reap what you sow. Choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency. But all who listen to me, listen to this one. Here's a guarantee.
Yep.
All who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear or harm. Now, does that mean that fear or harm is not going to come? No, but they're not troubled by it. You know when fear and harm comes to you, how you get troubled and anxious? Oh no, what's going to happen? No, because they're in the comfort of God's hands.
Amen.
Doesn't matter. Paul was in prison, remember? Singing hymns to God in filth and chains. He knew God had his back. All right, we're going to close there. Britt, thank you. Brittany's going to come up and share and sing.